So this guitar that I am using today is a Kiesel guitar. It's actually my artist edition Kiesel guitar. And it's kind of got a black limber body. It has that kind of warmth and resonance of mahogany, but it's way, way lighter. And I find it, kind of way easier to play with. The cool thing about Kiesel guitars as well is you can, customize them to be exactly what you want. The strings I'm using, 10s to 46s, Ernie Ball regular slinky. And then this little thing right here, you might have been wondering what that is throughout the lessons. This is a fret wrap. This particular brand is Groove Gear. I know the brand iBox also do some cool ones as well. And basically what it is, it kind of acts as like a string mute. So it's as if you've kind of, got your hand like that over the strings. And it just kind of helps when you're playing to make you play a little bit cleaner. So, you don't have to worry about muting quite so much. It's great when you're in the studio, especially, and you're like recording and you want things to be super clean. This is a really, really good thing to have. Just make sure that, you do occasionally take it off and practice your muting as well. You don't want to, lose that and start playing messily. This is just a really good tool to have in your arsenal if you need it. Yeah, like I said before, some people call it cheating. I call it being resourceful. So yeah, just get one. They're super cheap as well, and I think they make a big difference to your playing. I've also got a Diodario tuner on my headstock. This one's great because it's super small. It's kind of inconspicuous rather than those, big ones that look like there's like an alien arm coming out of your guitar. So yeah, you always want to play in tune. This is a great little thing just to clip on, have on there. Doesn't take up much real estate, and it's really good. You'll always stay in tune. And then a little bit about my tone as well, and something that I think a lot of guitarists should definitely think about because it's great for writing and stuff. Today I am using, I'm basically going through a Focusrite interface so that I can connect it to my laptop. So what I would usually do is I think having something such as Logic Pro or Pro Tools, some sort of software like that is really, really good for guitarists to have because you can write, you have like this little, especially on Logic, you have this little thing where you can create a drummer. So you can have like Kyle and import this kind of MIDI drums and have that looping around and you can practice to an actual drummer, which I think is really, really beneficial. So yeah, I think if you invest in some sort of software, recording software, so you can record yourself and listen back as well, it'll really increase your playing and give you a lot more ideas like creativity. Maybe you want to start writing a few things as well. You can create little jam tracks and stuff. And the software I'm using is Nolly Archetype. So it's by Nolly, who is the bassist in Periphery. And yeah, the company's Archetype. You've got some really, really great tones, lead, clean. You can basically design your own amps and do it all through Logic. And that's a really cool way to do it. And it's, it's not like you have to lug around all of these big amps and everything. So that's what I do mainly to get my tones. I do also have, some of you might have seen, I have a diesel amp, which I use a lot of and I absolutely love. It's diesel VH4. Going through a Palmer cab or sometimes like a Marshall 12x4 with V30s speakers. And that's a great sound, when I can lug around my big amps when the gigs aren't too far away or I've got a car or something. So yeah, that's kind of what I use for my tones. I like to have a lot of different options. So yeah, I really encourage you to sort of have a little play around, try out some different gear and find out what works for you. You want to be able to develop your own sounds. You don't want to copy someone else's, you want to sound like yourself. So definitely have fun, have a play around with some different gear, go to a guitar shop, experiment with a bunch of stuff and yeah, see what you can find.